Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new episode of Education Exchange, your favorite program in all TV stations. And tonight we have one of my favorite schools visiting us at the headquarters of Public Access TV and the Central Studio for Education Exchange, Shimek Elementary School. And I would like, on behalf of the community, to welcome you here, and on behalf of the staff to say that it's a very wonderful night to have our kids from 5th grade and their teacher here with us, and above all, my friend Terry Connor, who is the leader and the principal of the school, and not only the principal of Shimek Elementary, but the coordinator of Title I. We are going to talk about this in the district. Welcome, everyone. And I would like to welcome the families that are here as live audience. Parents are here too. We'll hear them clapping after each part. We'll see. So this is a spring. This is the first spring show. So it's wonderful. We had a tough winter, don't you think? What do you think, Adam? Huh? It was tough winter.
Really
so we
cold.
have now the springtime, very nice time, and we have you today.
And we are very honored to be here today, Hani. It's great for
Thank
us
you
to
for
be
coming.
here with you on the show. I will introduce Cami Skay, 5th grade teacher, Maggie Ballard, 5th grade student, Adam Holmes, 5th grade student, and Dylan Gould, 5th grade student. And Ms. Skay had talked to me last year about having her students help us with PBIS celebrations, which is our positive behavior intervention support. And they were a great help to me last year. And then this year she even took it up a notch further as part of organizing her class. And she had really organized everything for me, and so that the students come every Friday and do their jobs, and
Ready.
and they're going to tell you more about that, but they are ready, and it's just been an extreme help, not only to me, but to the entire school. So I felt like when we were going to come here to on your show, that it would be great to honor this class who is contributing so much to Shimek Elementary School. Kind of the motto and vision for our school is that we are a community, and we'd like to build community in that spirit among our students, teachers, and our parents. So I think this class really exemplifies this under Cami's leadership.
Terry, is it right? Is it right that Shimek School is the best kept secret in Iowa City?
We think
School
so.
district? Tell me about this, because why people think so.
Well, most people cannot find us. If your
You're
child
between the trees and the beautiful nature there.
If your child does not attend Shimek School, you probably don't know where Shimek is. And frequently when people are coming to visit us, they have to call our wonderful school secretary, Vicki Tomei, who's retiring at the end of this year, sad to say for us. And they have to ask her, how do I get to Shimek School? Because we are kind of up Ridge Road, where you wind around. We're tucked back in a
But you have
beautiful setting.
Yeah, beautiful
setting.
scenery there.
Yes.
Yeah, amazing.
And many beautiful homes set
Right.
on the ridge there as you come up. So, and we also like to think we're a best kept secret because we're a very small, family-oriented school in our community. And many people don't even know we're there, but when they find us, they often agree with you.
And they cannot believe the energy that you emit there, right, Terry?
And they love our playground.
Right.
The structure. People always say, that's the school with the wonderful wooden structure.
So let us go to Cami, and then you introduce your real stars here.
Okay. So at the beginning of the year, I was trying to figure out, we went to straight grade this year, and so I was going to be teaching 5th grade, and I had a pretty large class. I'm trying to figure out how to get everybody involved, to have them have connections with each other. and that everybody could feel important with the job that they had. So it just so happens that there was like 5 of everything, like 5th grade, we had 5 building blocks, 5 subjects. So I tried to think of 5 different ways in the classroom that the students could help out and they could all take part. So community is everyone, and building that community, building that connection with others. It helps build students' confidence and so that they feel good about what they're doing. We also have celebration as a committee, and then character and ceremony and collection. And so each group, we meet at least once a month. They get to eat lunch in the classroom, and then we talk about planning for the month, what we need to do and how things are going, and just a treat to come in. For community, we have done, on Martin Luther King Day, we went to Legacy Point and we did some readers theater and sang some songs for the residents there and ate cookies with the residents. We also have written many thank you cards for all the technology that our school and other schools have received. And then on Earth Day, the whole school will be designing paper bags to support environmental different issues, yes. And so we really work to have a community not only in the classroom, but at Shimek and then also in Iowa City as well. For celebration, we have a committee that they make birthday cards for each of the students. And so they have a birthday card on the desk on their birthday. And then we have special days. We just had, on March 14th, it was Pie Day. And so we celebrated Pie Day. We ate pie and learned about circumference and circles and wore our pie t-shirts.
That sounds really intriguing. So now let us go to the real players here and the stars. Start with Maggie. Go ahead.
Well, character pretty much, it focuses on the building blocks of Shimek, the respect, responsibility, perseverance, trustworthiness, and kindness. And we make plays out of them to show ways to be respectful and maybe not to be respectful. And yeah, so.
Are these plays like written by students mainly or by teachers? Or?
Well, we've done a couple where we made them up, but then a couple other ones we did that we found some respectful plays and kindness plays.
And you lead this activity or other groups in the school get involved?
Well, usually we just do it with us 5, but sometimes we need a couple other people.
Okay. So let's move to Adam Holmes.
Well, I'm in ceremony, the Shimek Paper Group, and pretty much the Shimek Paper says all the upcoming events, like the dance marathon, Shimek Carnival, and stuff like that. Stuff that's really fun, and holidays and stuff. And it also features interviews with other students and the teachers. And then it also has a variety of games and jokes, like mazes and crossword puzzles, and it's really fun. And then also our group is thinking about changing the Shimek song, which is We Are the Sharks right now. We're gonna make a voting thing, and we'll take 5 people from around the school that have ideas and pick which one is the best or something.
And the song has been for quite some time now, this shark song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, the teachers wrote a song 4 years ago
for
But
it.
then we had a contest because the students decided they didn't really like the song. So by the end of that year, we had another new song. So maybe it is time for another new song, do you think?
Who should we do it at the
Did
end?
you guys want to sing the song? for
At
us?
the end.
At the end? Okay. Dylan, it's your turn now.
Well, each week we usually have
Yeah.
quite a few students do recycling, and each one has usually maybe three rooms to go to recycle and put all in the big recycling bins. And also on Fridays we collect PBIS tickets, which are given to students when they
Yeah, again, say
are-
what's PBIS so that our audience would know.
PBIS is just
The behavior, I think, something about.
yeah, like
Yeah.
if you follow
Positive.
one or more of the 5 character traits that we have at Shimek.
And you call it positive behavior, right?
Positive behavior intervention support.
Support.
And then, yeah, like I explained, they're given to students when they follow one or more character traits, and they put it in this bucket, and then we have students that come around each week to each classroom and pick 2 tickets from each classroom. And if there's some weeks that we don't have the students that are picked, so we have an all-school celebration, which are like Shimek movies, Shimek bingo, and Shimek cafe, which they're very fun.
And I see there's a beautiful illustration that you made here. Each one of you made did you make illustrations too, Terry?
I think
like
somebody
this,
made mine
balloons,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah. Okay, so you cheating already, huh?
I'm not an artist yet, but it's still on my list.
Okay, but look at those guys. I see the
Yes.
recycle sign here, and this guy or this young lady is telling them, don't throw it in the floor like this. Put it here, right? I like this cartoon very much. It's very simple, but it's very expressive. Yeah.
Dylan, I wonder if you could tell them a little bit about some of the activities that students have picked, like when it's your turn to come on Friday and to run the activity. Can you think about some of the things that you have chosen and that we have done with the students?
Yeah, sometimes we do like last man standing kickball. When we had these big mats, we did Johnny crossed the river. And most of the time, I think we do like free recess so students can do whatever they want. And this fun game, which is called Around the World, that we usually just do in PE class, but sometimes we do it for the celebration too.
It has a lot of information to give to our audience here.
Yeah, the students are very helpful in choosing the activity because they know better than I do what's something that everyone will enjoy. Usually it's something they've learned in PE. And then we get the equipment all set up, and then the 18 students who've had their tickets picked that day get to come and enjoy the activity. And it's the 5th grade students who really run it, and they tell the kids the rules, and they supervise. And I'm there, but they're really running the activity, so it's really good leadership for them too. And once again, I so appreciate their help.
And once
So-
we fill up, we have a shark tank, and once we fill up the shark tank with tickets from every classroom, then we have the all-school celebrations. Like Shimek Cafe is where we have a piano player and they eat by candlelight and have their tray served.
By
Parents and
teachers and parents.
Go ahead.
They just take your tray.
You want to say something? Go ahead, Adam. Yes.
I just said it.
I'll just say it a little louder.
A little louder.
They take your trays and put them down on the table,
Okay.
and
So,
Yeah,
Get
they
your food
ask
for
you what you want, and then you tell them, and then they get it for you instead of the students have to get it themselves. Pretty fun.
And sometimes when we do that, students say, can we do this every day? Have tablecloths on the table and little candles, and it is.
Kind of family kitchen table.
Yes, yes, we should be able to do it every
Yeah.
day then.
So Maggie, what do you have for us other than this?
Well, it's pretty much we just do plays based on the building blocks. But a couple weeks ago, we did a bunch of tiny little, just like 4-minute skits, and it was really small, and there was like 10 of them, and the whole class did it. We did it for the little, like the first and second graders for guidance, and it showed like what not to do and what to do. And they were plays because for March we do like a building block for each month, I think. And this one is for March, it's respect.
Before, Terry, if you excuse me, before we move to the next part, I know that you have a good plan and you made it easy for us here, for all of us. But I would like to ask you, out of curiosity only, what do you think about future? Are you really thinking of certain profession, certain career, aspiration? I need to hear from you more, because you are the leader of the future.
Well, since I am the jokes and game person for the paper, I might grow up to be like a cartoonist or do funny jokes and stuff.
What's your hobby? What do you love to do?
Oh, build with Legos.
Yes.
That's good. But it's wonderful that you want to spread laughter and happiness and joy among others, you know.
Yeah.
That's really very special. How about you, Dylan?
Well, I really love to do soccer, so I'm hoping I'll be able to be a professional soccer player when I grow up.
Professional soccer player. Okay, that's good too. Maggie?
Well, I've always wanted to be a teacher because I've always been told I'm a really good leader, and I've learned so much from the teachers that I've had in the past and now.
Oh, wow. That's what you said is so moving to hear when you say, I learned a lot from teachers in the past and I'm still learning. We thank you for that, so that recognition. I mean, I think this is, for us as teachers, as educators, this is better than any other recognition. Then you stand in front of a big meeting and get a medal or get a certificate. To hear it from you, Maggie, because you are the ones that make the real evaluation of what we do. And if you feel that you have already benefited and you want to be part of it, that I think a very noble feeling. You take the floor now.
I think the students should definitely be commended for their leadership. These 3 students, and another student was to come today but was unable to come, and we probably
That's
could've-
Victoria, right?
Yes,
Yeah, that was pretty sad.
yes, that she
Where was she?
did not get back from her
Maybe
trip
we
in time,
make a
so.
special program to Victoria.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's possible.
So I think that probably Maggie and Dylan and Adam would all say that all of the students in their class are also leaders and really help with the initiative. And I hope that all of you feel like you are contributing to Shimek School when you do this. And, you know, so their class is really exemplary in their contributions to the school. And we have, every class contributes in some way, but just the way they have kind of organized in committees is kind of a good model, I think, for other classes. And I'm really hoping for their leadership to continue through 6th grade, and we'll find some different
So
ways.
can I trap you here and
Yes,
get a
trap me.
promise? I get a promise from you that when Maggie graduates, that you give her a job?
Oh,
Because you probably would be
course.
superintendent or something at the time. You would give her a job or not?
Of course.
It's a promise.
Give any of them a job.
You know, this is going to be in history.
Yes.
If you make any promise,
You have to
Right.
keep
Okay,
it.
Adam, do you
From
want,
experience,
or
it
Dylan,
will
would you
be-
like Hani
yeah.
to give you a job?
I'm not into the sports very much. You know, I'm more in arts, but I love sports too. That's wonderful. So before we finish the role of Shimek in the community, that's really leading role, although it's hidden between the trees and the hills. Yet I would like to ask you, as a coordinator of Title I, I have a real interest in this area because I taught for many years in the alternative education, where I had the real consumers of, let us say, Title I. And still, I feel that in order to create or to bring this dream to come true, I would like you first to tell our audience here, look at the camera and tell them what's Title I, and then I feel that we don't have enough money for to really have a very strong program. And what do you think about that?
Well, Title I is a federally funded program, and it's really the largest federally funded program. I think always getting more money is always a good thing, but what's really important is what we do with it. In Iowa City School District, we use the bulk of our funding to fund salaries for teachers. So we look at the needs of the school and give the most teachers to the schools that have the highest need, which really translates into the schools that have the highest percentage of free and reduced lunch among their families. One thing that Title I has allowed us to do in recent years is to have what we call school-wide Title I, which enables us to use the funding not just for the Title I teachers, but across the entire school. So that gives us more flexibility in how we can help, as you said, Hani, the students who really need help the most.
In California, a few days ago, there was a big conference for Title I participants, and a lot of people from all over the country attended it. And part of the presentations there was by Dr. Jeff Duncan. And his title for his presentation was Hope Required When Growing Roses in Concrete. And the idea of growing roses in concrete shows you how challenging this is. Because you are fighting here with a lot of difficulties, which are poverty and all that, and racism and all that. So this is a very big job that you have to do, and I cannot envy you, because it's a lot of challenges here, because we have to really bridge all these difficulties and all these obstacles in our way for education, and help the needy to get their education and be successful in the community in the future. But let's go back to Shimek now.
Okay.
And now, what do you have for us for the future?
For the future. Well, Shimek in about 5 years will grow. We're going to have an addition onto the school, so we're going to grow in size.
So we can see the tower of Shimek above the trees now.
I don't know. I think they're just going to build out. It's just going to be out in the back probably. So I think we're still going to be hidden in there. But in the meantime, we continue to really just encourage the high achievement among our students, to have each student grow to their potential. And that's our goal as a staff, as we work with parents. And we
I
feel
see
like
you have very good connection with parents because, seldom we get, parents come with the principal, and attend shows and things like that, and that can show you how.
yes, very supportive. We have very supportive families, and that's kind of my wish for all schools, that they would have that strong parent support, because as you mentioned, that's really a place that
think
really
that's
helps
the-
us to grow the roses, is that strong parent support. So we just continue to grow as a strong community and hope to have more classes such as this
Cammy's.
class, and teachers such as Cami, who really work to build that sense of community among their students.
Cami, are there a few words for the community you want to say? You look at the camera, and I think Ozzy, our camera specialist here, is giving me a sign that we have about 2 minutes. So you can take half a minute, and then we go back to the real heroes here, so that we can speak to the community.
The class this year has just done an awesome job working together and just showing, teaching everyone what community is all about. So, and working together.
And you do a great effort.
Yes,
Thank
she
you.
does.
Maggie, now look at the camera, talk to the people who are going to watch you now. Maybe your parents are sitting there too. Tell us something about the future.
Well, I really think that I really like, because Shimek is a really small school. Well, not really small, but
How many kids are there, Maggie? About
I don't know, like 300 maybe?
300?
200,
big.
300. I don't know.
300 would be okay?
Yeah.
200.
More like 210 for, and then we have preschoolers. We have like
okay.
38 preschoolers.
So maybe about 250.
Yeah.
Total?
More
Okay.
like 240 is our usual. I probably didn't get my numbers.
So you
straight
want
there,
it to
Dylan.
grow more than that?
Well, yeah, but I think that Shimek has done a really good job for everyone, like all of the students and teachers, and especially the littler kids, the first and second graders, to really be, like, the teachers do a really good job with explaining how leadership and how exempling good leadership, and they try to make sure that the 5th and 6th graders do that as well, so then they can show a better example for the younger kids.
Adam? Quickly. You can say a joke if you want. We have a couple seconds.
All I really want to say is I think we should end with the Shimek song at the end.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Or not now.
It's your chance
We need
now.
to let Dylan talk.
Because
Okay.
I think maybe next show. Because, yeah.
Okay.
So this show is going to be on Public Access TV, Channel 18, Channel 21, Education Channel, where you have the board meeting all the time. We are there too, as well as YouTube. And that's probably very popular too, because it's easy for everybody to see. People who don't have cable can still watch us on YouTube. I don't want to give you really times now because it differs a lot on cable now. But for sure, in a couple hours, maybe 24, 48 hours will be on YouTube. Yeah. So you can watch it and get your friends to watch it too. It's a real delight to have Shimek with us.